Yes, boys, another YouTube day in the life thing or vlog type thing. Yeah, I've just woke up, as you'll see. I'm trying to see if I can bring this down a little bit. I feel like it's sitting super high. It's really showing off my posters, but yeah, just woke up 5:15. Woke up at 5. Only don't work today, so that is why we're recording. Only a staff training. 6:30, easy work. Get that polished off by 9 at the latest. Can take you along for the whole day. So yeah, woke up earlier, try get some steps in, because as of yesterday, with the changes to the plan, steps are now 17.5k daily. So do have to prioritize getting steps in early, or I will just be shafted towards the end of the day. So what you'll have seen me making, Naughty Boy hydration, 10 grams creatine as well. Also experimenting with the 20 grams of creatine daily. I'll have the other 10 grams in my Rise and Shine when I'm out for a walk. Not noticing any benefits, but I know with these things you don't really notice the benefit. It just goes on in the background, in my eyes anyway. The only supplement that I've really ever noticed was vitamin D. When I first ever started taking that, I felt like a different man, but that was years ago. And Rise and Shine, I do actually notice a clearer head, clearer mind when I take my Rise and Shine. So yeah, drink hydration, 3 rounds of posing. Woke up to a new low, 184 pounds. This morning was actually, I might keep it in. I weighed myself, then pissed, then weighed myself, because I wasn't gonna piss. I didn't feel like I needed to piss because I woke up like 2 hours ago. It feels like, and pissed. So I felt like my stomach was empty, but thank God I did, because I dropped like 1.2 pounds from just that little urination. So 184, new low by 0.12 or 1.2 pounds. Previous new low was 185.2. So that's always the way it's been happening with me, this diet. I make an adjustment, I drop rapidly, body adapts to it. So it's not really a nice way to be in a dieting phase, but you know, I'm not struggling. If you follow the Instagram, you'll have seen the new targets that I posted yesterday. Food wise, just over 2k calories on a training day, like 1600 on a rest day, like 110 carb. Wow, so difficult. But like hunger's still not an issue. That's why I've pushed the food side of things so hard. But yeah, I need to get into my posing and get into some steps. So maybe you'll see a few clips of posing. Join me for meal number 2. So this morning, chicken and veg, 10 grams of dark chocolate went down. Asda shop has been done as well. A kilo of beef mince is a tenner now. That's absolutely fucked. But yeah, meal 2 going in, creamy. Little tip for your creamies. Most people will probably just be running whey and water in these meals, but add 100 grams of berries, because you're most likely dieting if you're running a creamy. And if you add the berries but microwave the berries, I'll flip the cam, pull down. If you microwave the berries and add them to the creamy, bit of cinnamon, elite stuff, mate. And if you don't have 5 carb for 100 grams of berries, your diet's fucked anyway, and realistically it's gonna do you the world of good getting that extra bit of fibre in a diet setting. It has been 2 hours 49 minutes since meal number 1, so need to get this in because bedtime is 8 o'clock tonight for a 5 a.m. start again tomorrow. Isn't that my 9-hour window? Yeah, 9-hour sleep window, because say I'm not getting to sleep fully like 15-20 minutes into that, there's 8 hours 40 minutes automatically, and then the time you spend awake during the night, wake times, wake events, it evens out to your 8 hours. So you do want to be allocating like 9 hours for a sleep window. But yeah, got Mr. Ed Ramel on the screen, little couple days out vlog with the creamy. And yeah, this is the setup. Likely going to shower after this, get a coffee. I was about to say get another creamy. I wouldn't really want one. I do prefer my caffeine sources than my food actually. Like I'd rather go a day. If caffeine had no adverse effects on sleep, I'd go like 5 monsters a day and no meals. Yeah, simple for me. But yeah, get this in because I don't want to fall behind meals, and it's pre-workout time soon. Little ramble while out for steps, about 6k down by the time I started this walk, so we'll aim to finish up about 10 to 11k, get to the gym, probably do another 10-15 minute steps pre-legs on the treadmill, and then I'll just need one more bout of walking to tick off the 17.5k step goal. Client check-ins coming across. All client check-ins currently done on a Sunday, and then client work midweek is just little updates, bits of feedback that need to go across, training footage, reviewing that, and just any tweaks to the plan that clients need. So quiet one so far today, not many training sessions coming through just yet, but wanted to come on and talk about just like how I'm feeling today. I work quite a lot, so it's odd that I get this sort of day off, the opportunity to film something like this and make it worthwhile. Because if we look at when I got back from France, September 4th, was off September 5th, then back into work on September 6th. So from September 6th to September 24th, I think I've worked every day. And if you want to count today, since it was such a short time spent in work, it's fine if you don't. But yeah, I work pretty frequently, so just being able to look at the little things like the YouTube video with my coffee was just great. And just being able to relax. Like yesterday as well, finished my early shift on a rest day and just got to sit up and watch some TV. Like finished True Detective season 1. For anyone that has not watched True Detective, good watch. I don't think it's as good as what a lot of claim it to be. Doesn't quite reach the peak of season 1 Prison Break. I'd say it's a similar level to season 2 Prison Break, but doesn't touch season 1 in my eyes. And then Better Call Saul, Chernobyl, Breaking Bad are also up there for my all-time TV favourites, but Prison Break season 1 did sort of change my life. I dressed up as Michael Scofield for that Halloween in 2024. Halloween just passed. Caffeine for the day I'm feeling it. That Stormio capsule Nespresso, that hit me. I do believe that is one of the stronger coffees you can get from an espresso. So I could definitely feel that. We'll get a peachy keen on the way to Legs, which I'm really looking forward to be honest. I said earlier that I want, like I would, just bin off all my meals for caffeine. Like generally, I talked a little bit on my current food this morning, but like food's quite low. I want to make sure Milo's not getting in the water here. Good. I'll actually show you guys Milo. I don't think he's featured on the YouTube yet. Come on, Milo, come on. Come on. Yeah, I do speak to my dog in a higher pitched voice, of course. If you keep the same monotone voice to your dog, you are a bit of a freak. You have to be nice to those little fellas. But yeah, I wake up even with low food, and I'm more so looking forward to my caffeine servings, you know, my coffee and my monsters, my rise and shine. I care more about them than getting a meal in, because like my diet or my mindset, this diet has completely shifted from food, even in the off season. So I came from a very tough diet. I'd say I did dig pretty hard for condition in my winter 2023 diet. Obviously not having a lot of muscle, food gets low, expenditure was high, still playing football, so I was burning 1,500 2,000 calories on a Saturday match day, upwards of 600-700 on a training night. That was 2 times per week, so expenditure got high. Rest day food got to like 1,500 calories, and I generally say that was one of the toughest times of my life, getting through that diet phase. But yeah, I was majorly food focused coming out of that, and I'd say I needed that 19-month off season to, I hate saying off season because I haven't competed, I needed that 19 months in a surplus, in my opinion, to sort of help my mindset towards food. And I'd say even towards the end of that push-up, I was still pretty food focused. Like, stupidly though, like since I had so much food to play with, when it came to off-plan meals, I wasn't food focused with my on-plan meals or my off-plans, to be fair. But since I had the freedom to go for an off-plan meal, I would always hyperfixate a little bit too much on it for my liking. But since I started this dieting phase, my head has completely shifted. Like, here we are 13 weeks tomorrow into this pullback, and I'm still experiencing zero hunger, which is normally one of the hardest aspects of a pullback, with this sort of aggressive rate of loss. And yeah, I genuinely think partly it's down to my meal approach, like how I eat. Like I'm 10 to 20 chews per mouthful of food. I'm taking 10 to 15 minutes to finish my meals, so that's obviously stimulating a lot more ghrelin release, it's stimulating a lot more leptin release, so I feel more full. Leptin is the satiety hormone, ghrelin is the hunger hormone. So there's that, but also just my mind, I just don't care for food in the slightest. Like, I know it's fuel. I know the goal of this diet is to get in, pull the body fat off, and come out the other end with training performance still in a good place. So I'm not too sure if I touched upon it this morning. I sort of forget what I touched upon pre-posing, but my targets that I posted yesterday, the food targets and expenditure targets, I just wanted to once again say that you'll do what's like, if you really are into this sport and care for it, and care for your progression in the realm of physique development, you will ultimately do what's needed in that phase. And I like to think that when people look at me online, or maybe you know me in real life, you'll say to yourself, yeah, he just gets the work done. It doesn't really matter what comes his way. My attitude to things is always the time will pass no matter what you choose to do. So you can apply that to practically everything. Say you're starving for your next meal, that 2-3 hour gap between that meal that you just had and your next meal, the time will pass. You're going to get that next meal eventually. Cardio, the 30 minutes on the bike, that 30 minutes will pass no matter if you decided to skip your cardio session. So if you decide throw in the towel, not do the cardio, 30 minutes later, or whatever length your cardio session is, that time will be the same no matter if you get the job done or not. And I think that's something a lot of people should apply to their lives. Just the time will pass, so it is your choice to get the work done, or the time will pass and you won't progress or propel yourself forward along with the time. But this has been quite a long clip and I don't want to drag it on too much. I'm going to show off the back off sets in today's leg day. I keep the top sets for the Instagram. I'm trying to post a bit more training content, as I feel like I wasn't really documenting the journey with the training side of things too well. Maybe that's down to training not going exactly how I'd like with my lower back injury at times, and for a few weeks there my numbers weren't the greatest. Not that strength was dropping off massively, but maybe a rep or two there, because the neurological adaptations were very faded, because I was doing sessions with like 2 weeks in between them, just with different gyms, travelling. I was up the north for a while, went to Be Modified for the MBW posing seminar, was in Glasgow, and that just shifted my sessions apart. So when you look at something like a hack squat, I can remember that being the most prevalent one. Dropped a rep, not prevalent but prominent in my mind, that I dropped a rep on a hack squat. I was very annoyed that day. But then when you look at it, something so difficult like a hack squat, so taxing, not doing that for 2 weeks, you're not going to be the same person going into it. I don't think, whether that's just how you are sort of connected with that movement neurologically, because you think if you add in a new movement to your plan, you're going to take progressions fast. In the same way, if you don't do a movement for a while, you're not going to get those progressions. So yeah, gonna wrap this clip up here, because that's over 11.5 minutes of me spouting shite. And yeah, don't know when I'll next see you boys, but I will see you. Return. Unfortunately, you'll not see any leg clips, as I did forget to bring the Osmo with me, but we are home. Very productive session. Hacks maintained, stiff legs up 1.5 kilos, and match reps. They are just like hinges in general are just getting a lot more comfortable. Obviously with the lumbar injury, I'm still reserved in what I can pull, but the fact that week on week I'm still staying comfortable and not feeling any more at risk but progressing the lift is very positive. So yeah, feeling pretty in the bin. It is bin status for the rest of the day, but we have post-workout meal going in with the Natural Physique podcast. Here we have chicken, rice, banana, beetroot, kimchi, lettuce and peanut butter. Elite meal. And I do have to get this into me as well, because bedtime is in 3 hours and I have one more meal to go, the exciting meal. One more walk to go on, as well as I have like 2.8k steps to go. So this will not be the last you see of me, I'm sure, for this video. Boom, there we are, over achieving we have Milo alongside us as well. He's one happy boy with these high steps now in the plan. 17.5k, wow. And what makes me happy is ticking these boxes, you know, in a dieting phase specifically, because off season you do your surplus, you do just sort of cruise through, you know. Steps aren't really a must do, an essential, a non-negotiable through the day. You know, you hit 8 to 10k steps a day, help digestion, get moving, improve insulin sensitivity that little bit through a little bit of expenditure, but they aren't a thing you need to hit nail on the head every single day. All you're doing in the off season is getting your meals in and training. You have 2 boxes to tick really. In a diet, you know, you have your posing, maybe you have cardio, you have a step target, you have your training session, hit all your meals accurately, and just your little things about your day to day. You start considering more in a diet, like, have I given myself a good window for sleep? Have I hydrated well? Have I salted my meals properly? Have I been on it with stress management? Just everything. And that's what the joys of dieting is, you know. Yeah, you've got a bit less food, but mentally you become like such a productive person, and such an effective and like structured person. But yeah, I do want to just wrap this video up here. I do want to make it a full day of eating and show you my oats. Even though they are an exciting meal, I do love a bowl of oats. I promise I'm not food focused though, because I just sort of want to be lying up and winding down now. I promise you, you aren't missing much. It's like 85 grams of oats, a bit of whey, a bit of dark chocolate, and a bit of berries, and I'll be sitting up watching, I don't know, maybe Stranger Things, True Detective, or I might stick on what was the last pro show that went on? The Italy Pro. I never got to see the full like stage footage for that, so I might stick on that, and it will just be feet up, because as you've seen, beat the step target by near 1,000. So, and trained legs, had a very productive session, so legs are going to be in the bin for cardio tomorrow morning. But yeah, first sort of day in the lifestyle video, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Just noticed Milo in the background there. Hope you enjoy his feature as well. He's a good lad. He's coming through this thing of life with me. Basically everywhere I go, he goes. He is the main reason I don't move to Scotland or something. Live with Noah Campbell, that would be immense. I'll bring Milo with me, he'd love that as well. A leaf just flew into the car. But yeah, that's my sign to sign off the video, I guess. Yeah, we'll go with that. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.